You got the mouse.
I can plug it up. It's good though. If you see questions and shit as well, you know what I'm saying? Bobby Shaw, let me know. I got these shades on. What? We good. We on. Like, all right, we good. Let's give it a second. You know what I'm saying? Everybody a chance to come in.
Camera. Can you adjust the camera on this side?
Yeah, pick the camera up a little bit.
No.
Like the stool. Pull the stool back.
Up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Right there.
It's a little
Adjust it under to where it stays. You see what I'm saying? Y'all bear with us online. Trying to get it. That's good because we're going to stand up anyways. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody clap it up. You know what I'm saying? It's Isupk Las Vegas. Memorial. First of all, what are we here today? Why are we here? Can I get that door closed? Close that door. Who can tell me what today is? Go ahead. All right, holy day. Memorial of blowing the trumpets, right? Now, is the memorial blowing of the trumpets like the Feast of Purim? Why not? It's a holy day.
That wasn't in the Leviticus.
That in what chapter?
That was in Esther.
Right, but what makes a high holy day a high holy day? Give the brother a hand. Leviticus 23rd chapter, right? So in order for it to be a high holy days are, you see what I'm saying, separate Sabbath days, holy convocations. You can find them in the book of Leviticus chapter 23. That's what we're going to go over today. It's days that the Lord told us to acknowledge and ordain. You see what I'm saying? Feast of Purim and those other days, those are feast days that we acknowledge because we remember what happened in that particular time in our history. You see what I'm saying? Those aren't days ordained by God. You see what I'm saying? In the book of Leviticus chapter 23. So we're going to get right into it. First of all, who can tell me what this is? Go ahead, Doc. The shofar. And what part of the animal is this? Who knows? Go ahead, Lacan. Okay, but off of what animal? Give it a shot. What does it look like? Go ahead and drop it on. A ram's horn. That's right. You see what I'm saying? There's a ram's horn right here. It's customary for us. We used to use these to warn our people of danger. You see what I'm saying? You know, we always been a militant, warlike people. So think of imagine everybody sleeping at night and our enemies are coming to the gates, right? We would use these to alert everybody. You see what I'm saying? That's what these is used for in our history. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into it. I might do just the two of us up here. Let me get Lacan. No. You gonna right there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Imam Shabbat. Always step out with the right leg. All right. You go to Imam Shabbat. Imajah. Go Barak. And you're gonna say Lakam, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashal.
Lakam, Ban
Yahawada,
Ban Yahawada, Yasharala.
Ban Yashal.
Ban Yasharala.
So put it all together. Lakam,
Lakam,
Ban Yahawada,
Ban Yahawada,
Ban Yashal.
Ban Yasharala.
And what you're basically saying is, I am Lakam, son of Judah of Israel. You see what I'm saying? Because this is like a holy thing right here. You know, nobody can just come up here and take the office of a priest. You see what I'm saying? Do the duties of a priest. So you have to be of the 12 tribes of Israel in order to come up here. So we, the priests, are accepting you up here. You see what I'm saying? Normally it will be two swords, they cross. Like I said, this is all biblical history. You see what I'm saying? Same exact thing. It will be priests at the gate. Announce yourself. Who are you? All right? See what I'm saying? You can say you Moab or Esau. We ain't gonna let you in, right? So Lakam, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala. The two of us will go to Barak. We say the same thing. Lakam, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala. See what I'm saying? What's on first? Come up right here. No. Just standing up. Saying. This one you clean, right? You sorry face me? Sorry. Oh, turn back. Sorry face me. I mean, you recording. Sorry face me. There you go. Right hand. Sorry back. See what I'm saying? Now you're gonna put the chalice up. Right fist over. And Barak. There you go. You're gonna say La Yashala.
Ya Yasharala.
Say it again.
Ya Yasharala.
La Yashala.
La Yasharala.
Which means to Israel. See what I'm saying? So go ahead. Knock that down. Knock down. Start with me. Sorry, Christ. So, okay, scroll. So, over your right shoulder. Well, these the fists under these. See what I'm saying? Say Majum Wapanya Hakodam, which means to stand and face the east. All right. You guys are already facing the east, so this really just applies to us up here. Face this way. We're gonna say the Lord's Prayer starting in Hebrew. All right. Let's be ready.
This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash. Hayah. Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I mean, Shalak. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak
Malak.
Taba'a.
Taba'a.
Ra Tazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha. Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawa. Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamaya.
Bashamaya.
Nathan. Lanawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalak. Lanawa.
Wasalak Yanawa.
Kawa. Kawaba Wapnawa.
Kabawat Yanawa.
No, it's Kawab Wapnawa.
Kabawat Nawa.
Yeah. Kasalak. Yeah. Kasalak Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kawab. What? Kabawat Yanawa.
Kabawat Yanawa.
Wala'a. Tabayanawa.
Tabayanawa.
Banasayanawa.
Banasayawan.
Banasawa.
Banasayawan.
Abawa. Abal. Hawashanawa.
Hawashanawa.
Mayan.
Rai.
Kaya. Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala. Patara. La'ai walamia. La'ailawam. No, it's like
La'ai
yeah. La'ailawam. It's like la'ai walamia.
There you go.
Aman.
This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. This is Hakak, or the power in Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. Babakashah. Nathan Nenawa. Hakak. Lord Pa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakol Madawa. Hakak. Latahor. Hamatazarayim. Hakat. Hakwayam. Hamathyam. Hakat. Al-Rakawa. Hatama Allah. Lagarisham. Bahashim Yahushua. Bahashim Yahushua. The water of man.
This is the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahweh.
To cast them out in the name of Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Wayashala. Waha. Bayasapari. Bahashim Yahushua. The water of man.
This is in the English. Bless Israel.
Bless Israel.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Bless us and Israel.
Bless us and Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanda. Al-Hahoriya. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Ma'aratazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Regolka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yanyashan. Shawamor. Yasha Allah. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazolka. Al-Yah. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarat. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makorah. Yashamar. Athnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'atka. Waba wa'ak. It's like it. Waba wa'aka. Ma'atha. Wa'ayda walam.
This is Psalm 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
he
that keepeth Israel shall he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
The
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth. And even forevermore. So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Adamayah. Lakah. Al-Takayash. Wa'of Tashakwat. Al-Kayah. Hana. It's like Awayabgaka. Yahama. Yawan. Ra'ash. Al-Amakah. Ya'arayamwa. Sawadah. Wayatha. Ya'itazawa. Al Tazapawanyaka. Amorwa. Lakawa. Wanakakyadam. Magawya. Wala'a. Yazakar. Shum Yashala. Awada. Kaya. Nawa Atazawa. Labba. Yakadwa. Al-Yaka. Barayah. Yakarath. It's like it. Yakarathwa. Aholia. Alawam. Wayashamai. Alayam. Mawa Abba. Wahagarium.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawam.
Wa'amawam.
Wa'amalat.
Wa'amalat.
Halashah.
Halasha.
Anyashabya.
Ayashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nawawa.
Nawawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Sarawat.
Labanyalawat.
Labanyalawat.
Salat.
Salat.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kaimadyan.
Kaimadyan.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayab.
Banakor.
Banakor.
Kayash. It's like Kayashwan.
Kayashwan.
Nadar.
Nadab.
Yadmawa.
Yamawa.
Ka'ira. Wakaza Abu. Wakaza Bat. Wakatazor. Mana'ai. It's like it. Call. It's like it. Call. Nasayakamwa. Ashur. It's like Amorwa. Naya. It's like it. Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Na'awa. Alahaya. Shayathamwa. Kagodala. Kakwas. Lapanya. Rabaka. Ka'ash. Ira. Ya'ira. Wakala Abu. Salaha. Haharyam. Khan. Datma. Basa Araka. Wabasa. Wapaka. Labahala. Mala'a. Hanyaham. Kwalawan. Waya. Bakashwa. Shamka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Waya. Baholwa. Ayai. Waya. Kaporwa. Waya. Ibadwa. Waya. Daiwa. Kaya Atha. Shamka. Yahawa. Labadka. Alyawan. It's like I'll call you. Arataza.
This is Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo.
Thy
enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
That the name of Israel shall be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Jabal. And Ammon. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Ze'ed. Yeah, all the princes of Zabah. And as Zalamuna. Who said, let us take ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burns the wood. As the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid of thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. Oh Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yeah, let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know, that thou. Whose name alone is Yahweh. Art the most high over all the earth. So be it. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah. Why Mayaka Allah. Wa mayaka al.
Wa mayaka.
Wa alahai.
Wa alahai.
Matazab ya'a.
Matazab ya.
Alawat yahana.
Alawat yahana.
Ha alawat yam.
Ha alawat.
Ha surrender.
Ha sarun.
Ha kwatazayanyam.
Ha kwatazayam.
Ha it's like ha kayayum. Kayal it's like ha kayayum.
Ha kayayum.
Wa ha akwafyam.
Wa ha akwafyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
What
There's a blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yohanan.
Commander General Yohanan.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The trooper.
The trooper.
And the sister.
And the sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all living things.
And all living things.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evil.
Send
And
evil.
cursing.
And
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us, thy prophets.
Against us, thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evil.
Send
And
evil.
cursing.
And
And
cursing.
punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure of Israel.
The treasure of
Slack. The treasure. The treasure
The treasure
of the rich of Israel.
of the rich of Israel
That refuse to give to the school.
that refuse to give to the school.
For it's their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And cursing.
And cursing.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And
To
destruction.
the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug
The
dealers.
court system.
court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments are in.
Amalek synagogue.
And
And army.
army.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic
The
Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
The Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan
The
Nation.
skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space
The
program.
Army. Navy.
Navy.
Air
Air
Force.
Force.
And the Marine.
And the Marine.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airway.
And the airway.
The cable access channel. And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
Of any of thy
that
people.
seek to stop us
To seek to stop
and
us.
bring swift destruction
And bring swift
to
destruction.
all the heat
All the heat.
that stand in the way
Stand in the way.
or try to stop us
Try to stop us.
from broadcasting your word
Broadcasting your word.
throughout the planet.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
And
planet.
let loose all the planes.
Cause them to go to
Cause them to go to
and fro
and fro.
through the earth
Through the earth.
and consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plague shake the house
Let the plague shake the
of
house.
the thief
of the thief
and the murderer.
And the murderers.
Let Yahweh shine.
And Yahweh Shai.
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
Come down with the flying saucer.
and punish all the heathens
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us
come up against us.
as we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be known
by all
By all.
that it is the angels that have done it.
that
That
it
is
is
the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be
through
spread
the media
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause it to shake at thy
In the
coming.
name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you always.
Thank
Thank
you.
you always.
So be it.
So be it.
The water. The Shabbat needs to be seated. No sweat. Go ahead. Damn, we gotta fix that. And it's not come fix this camera for me. Camera fell all the way over.
Put that flat, and then we need to put that
So
camera
let me
on
see.
something flat. Here, put it on this one.
There
Put
we
it on
go.
this flat.
This.
Yeah.
You be seated. There we go. That's perfect. One sign of Christ. All right, give the Lord a hand, man. One sign of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I keep get some more incense burning. I'm saying big shout out to Commander Johanna, Captain Gadalhard, as we've had a glorious weekend out there in California, right? Brothers just came for the California cookout. See what I'm saying? Now today is a high holy day, as we said earlier. Now, what does America acknowledge? What does America acknowledge? We acknowledge high holy days, right? And America acknowledges what? Holidays. Christmas, Thanksgiving, right? Easter. Give me some other ones. Halloween right around the corner, right, Bakar? See what I'm saying? They acknowledge holidays. When really they got the idea of their holidays from the influence of the high holy days in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? You find them in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. That's what we're going to read right now. And it's very important that we, as Black, Hispanic, and Arab American people, come together to acknowledge our culture. Because here in America, our culture was taken from us, right? Our culture was stripped from us, and they gave us their culture. Give me some examples of American culture that we as Black people try to acknowledge, like gang banging, right? Drug dealing. What else? What's some other things that's in the American culture that we acknowledge? Celebrating Christmas, right? Thanksgiving, the murder of my people. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Art.
LGBTQ.
Alternative lifestyles. You see what I'm saying? These are all things that America has adopted into their culture. You know why? Because they know that if you take back your culture, if you follow the God of the Bible, they know that they have but a short time. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into it. Anybody have any questions so far? Or any questions they wanted, you know what I'm saying? Broken down anything, we good? So go ahead and start the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. This brother's gonna read 7 verses in the Hebrew, and we're gonna read it in English and break it down, all right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wayah Dabar, Yahweh al Masha'ah.
Take your time. It's all good.
Mashah La Amar, verse 2. Dabar al Banya, Yasharala, Wa Amorath,
Wa Amarath.
Alahayim, Mawa
Mawa'adya.
Mawa'idya,
There you go.
Yahweh Ashar Takarawa
Takara Awa.
Takara
Awa.
Awa
There you go.
Atham
Mm-hmm.
Makara Aya
There you go.
Kodash Ahalmaham Mahawaya
Mawa'adya.
Mahawadya
Sound it out. Take your time. Mawa
Mawa
idea.
Idya
There you go. So it's Mawa idea. See what I'm saying?
Mawaadya.
There you go.
Verse 3. Sheshath
Mm-hmm.
Yamayam the Aisha the Aisha or the right first the Aisha
There you go.
Mala Akaha Waba Maba Yawam
Oh yeah. Shaba ya aya. Hashaba
Hashaba
ya.
Ya
There you go.
Shabaath
Shabath.
Shabath
There you go. Now Shabbath 1.
Shabbath
There
1
you go.
Makwara Kodash Call Mala'akath Slagia
Almost had it.
Mala'aka La'a Ta Aishwa
There you go.
Shabbath Hawa'a La Yahweh
There you go.
Bakal
Mm-hmm.
Mawa Shabbath Yakam Mawa
You said it right.
oh okay.
You actually said it right.
Mawa Shabbath
Yakam.
Yakam.
Yep, you said it right.
Verse 4. Alha Mawaiya, Yahweh, Makwaraya, Kodash, Ashar, Ta Kwa'awa, Atham, Bahamai. Verse 5. Pachadash, or Bakadash, Hara, Shawanat, Salagya. Hara, Shawan, Ba, Salagya. Ba Arabayath, Ashar, Salagya. Ashara, La Kadash, Bayan, Ha Arabium, Pasak,
And make sure that's just a
La-
guy as well.
La Yahweh.
That fan on it, you good?
Verse 6. Waba Kamasha, Sluggy. Makabacha,
Waba
Waba
Kamasha.
Kamasha,
There you go.
Sluggy. Ashara,
Aishara.
Aishara,
Yawam. You
Yawam,
got it?
La Kadash,
Mm-hmm.
Haza'ah,
That's Hazah.
Hazah,
There you go.
Ka'ag,
That's Kag.
Kag,
There you go.
Masazawath,
Read it again.
Ha, Masazawath,
There you go.
La Yahweh,
There you go.
Shaba'ath,
You said it right the first time.
Shaba'ath,
There you go.
Yahamyam,
Slow down.
Sluggy. Amyam,
Sound it up.
Ya, Ma,
Ya, ma. What's the last part? Yum, right?
Yawa'am,
Yama yum. There you
Yamayam,
go.
Salakia. Taza'awath,
Slow down.
That's
a ma.
Ma, Tazawath,
Matazawa.
Matazawath,
There you go.
Ta'akawa.
Ta'akalwa. Yeah, you said it right. Last one. Go
Verse
ahead.
7. Bayawam,
Mm-hmm.
Atasharan, Salagi. Ha
Ha. Sound it up.
Ra Ashwan,
Sound it up. Let's see. It's Ha.
Ha
Ra.
Ra
Ash.
Ashwan.
So it's Hara Ashwan.
Hara Ashwan,
There you go. Sound it up. Take your time.
Makara'a,
Makara.
Makara'a,
Mm-hmm.
Kadash,
There you go.
Yahaya,
Yahaya.
Lakam,
Mm-hmm.
Call
Say it.
Lakam,
There you go.
Call
Malaka.
Malakath, Ibad, Sluggy.
You had it.
Ibada,
Ibada.
Ibada, La'a, the Aishawa,
The Aishwa.
the Aishwa.
Son, get that brother in hand, man. I know it's real easy. Some of you online, you like, man, they reading all this Hebrew. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. This is beautiful in the sight of God. You want to know why? Because for so long, we didn't have this language at all. You see what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because we were stripped of our language and taught to speak English. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important. It's important in the eyes of the angels, in the eyes of Christ, in the eyes of God. It's a beautiful thing when we take our time to read out our ancient history in the original tongue. I don't care if you up there, you see what I'm saying? It's important to take our time and read it. You see what I'm saying? And it's important that we give the ancient Hebrew the respect it deserves. See what I'm saying? We should all be excited to hear, brother. This is your first time reading Hebrew, right? Well, get him in, man. This is the first time up and reading. You see what I'm saying? We should be excited to see brothers up there learning. You see what I'm saying? And getting that experience. You feel me? So we're gonna go ahead and read it in the English now. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 1. It's the feast of the Lord, right? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, as a matter of fact, let me see. It's like, because you mind reading about the shot? Yeah. It's right there.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Mm-hmm.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord.
So what's happening right now? Who can tell me what's going on? Who knows? Go ahead, Tabalan.
The Lord gave a command to speak to the children of Israel.
Okay, but why?
Because he was about to break down the feast days that we're supposed to keep.
What happened prior to this? What was going on at this particular time? That's what I'm asking. He was coming out of Egypt, correct? So now the Lord is laying out all of the commandments, right? He laying out all the laws, he laying out all the high holy days. And he said, hey, I just brought you out of Egypt now, right? I just got you out of your captivity. Now, let's make a deal. What's another word for deal? What's the biblical term for deal? Go ahead. Covenant, right? Did you ask something, sir?
I was just going to say, this is like the Lord establishing for one, a culture,
Mm-hmm.
but for two, like, you know what I'm saying, like a governing body, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like establishing, you know what I mean, like just like they have in America, a culture, a governing body of
Exactly.
everybody in America is gonna celebrate Thanksgiving on the same day,
Right.
Christmas on the same day. He's doing that same thing, but this is not the same thing, but he's establishing something that's perfect for us, for a nation of
Exactly.
people that's separate and set apart from all the people on the face of the earth. He didn't give this to everybody. He gave
Right.
this to the, like he said, the children of Israel coming out of Egypt, for them to carry as a culture, as a
Right.
government. You know what I'm saying? As a governing body, as a body of people. You know what I'm saying? Community, whatever you want to call it.
Damn
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Nation. All of these words, you know, pretty much sum us up and make us, you know what I'm saying, who we are.
Right.
Without these things that we have, we will be celebrating Christmas and all these things like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because we wouldn't have nothing for us that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord, you know, that we have to call our own to come to bring us together.
Right.
That's what people in the world do. You know what I mean? They come together on these so-called holidays, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So this is a time for us to come together, you know what I'm saying, by honoring the Most High.
Damn right. And if I may, like, you see all these movies, right? You look at these other nations, you know, they go celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving, they do all that, and it's a beautiful thing, right? It looks lovely, everybody together. And then when you try to go do that same exact thing, what happens? Your uncle and your cousin starts fighting.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because the Lord doesn't want you celebrating those customs.
Right.
He doesn't want you acknowledging those customs. You want to know why? Because he gave you his own customs. We are a special people. We have a destiny. Everybody loves talking about destiny and what they're destined to do. We have a destiny. You have a destiny. You see what I'm saying? You know, so destiny, who can tell me what black people's destiny is? When I say black people, I'm talking about Hispanics and natives as well. You know what our destiny is? Go ahead. Well, that goes without saying, right? Okay, let me put it another way. What's the Lord's goal for us? What does the Lord want? Go ahead, Lacan. Want to give it a shot?
Follow his laws, statutes, and commandments to make it back to him.
But why though? What's going to happen if we do follow the law, statutes, and commandments? What's the end goal? There's an end goal, right?
Go to heaven.
Go to heaven.
Well, to go to the kingdom. So
Yeah, I don't.
life.
I'm gonna kick this brother down right now. I'm messing with you, but I see what you mean. Though you're talking about the kingdom of heaven, correct?
Kind of.
Get to the kingdom of heaven, but what happens in the kingdom of heaven? Go ahead, Tabalan. Rulership. If you a black man, woman, if you a Hispanic man, you see what I'm saying? Our destiny is to rule over the planet Earth. But
Right.
Have you ever seen a kingdom without morals, without customs and rules and standards? How can a society last without that, without those things? You see what I'm saying? Well, right here in the Bible, the Lord is telling you his customs. You see what I'm saying? He said, if you're a royalty, this is the royal standard I want you to uphold. Don't eat pork and crab and lobster. I don't want you smoking weed. You see what I'm saying? You're a special royal people. and the rest of the nations on the earth are going to look to you as an example. You see what I'm saying? That's the importance of us following God, right? So right here in Leviticus 23, the Lord said, I just brought you out of captivity, and now tell them all of the special days that I want them to acknowledge throughout all their generations, right? Go ahead, keep reading.
Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation.
Mm-hmm.
Even these are my feasts. Verse 3. 6 days shall work be
If
done.
I may, what's a holy convocation? Who knows what a holy convocation is? Go ahead, Doc.
It's a set apart,
What's a convocation?
getting together.
A gathering, right? What does the word holy mean?
Set apart.
Set apart. So the Lord is saying, look, these are separate. If you ask a Christian that, they will like confuse you with religious beliefs. You see what I'm saying? When it simply means a separate gathering. The Lord said, hey man, on these days, I want y'all to gather together. Just y'all, nobody else. I want y'all to come together and remember. You see what I'm saying? These particular events, right? That's why we're here right now. Give yourselves a hand, because you could have been anywhere. You see what I'm saying? It's a Wednesday right now. You could be at home in bed. You see what I'm comfortable. You see what I'm saying? But because you care about the Lord, and because you care about God, and because you care about the King, the sacrifice that our King, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, made, you decided to come and keep the high holy day of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done.
Mm-hmm.
But the seventh day
Mhm.
is the Sabbath day of rest.
The seventh day is a Sabbath day of rest. When is the Sabbath day? Go ahead.
Sunday,
Okay, but what's the seventh day?
Saturday,
Okay, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, right? That's the Sabbath day. See what I'm saying? Now, what's the popular belief when it comes to the Sabbath day? What's the popular belief? We know the truth in here, but what does the world believe when it comes to the Sabbath day? Go ahead.
but you can't do anything.
You can't do anything. If you on a highway driving home and your car, they say you can't purchase. You see what I'm saying? If you on a highway right now driving home and you run out of gas, you have to sit there until the Sabbath is over. That's what they'll tell you. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, McCall.
I was going to add, also the Christian church believe that, most Christian churches
Mhm.
believe that that's on Sunday.
They believe that that's on a Sunday. You want to know why?
Sunday.
Because none of them paid attention in elementary school when he was learning the days of the calendar. Because any elementary school teacher would tell you that the first day of the week is what?
Sunday.
Sunday. You could Google that. Everybody have phones and love technology. I know I love technology. Goddamn, it's easy to Google when the first day of the week is, right? Siri is amazing. She's very knowledgeable. She'll tell you what day the seventh day is. You see what I'm saying? Christians will tell you that it's Sunday. You want to know why? Because all of these different philosophies and religions that take away from our Bible, they are there for confusion, so that you can never know how to properly serve God. You see what I'm saying? You come into the Isupk and command your Yana. We'll tell you how to serve God. Everybody get the point, right? Go ahead, keep reading. Was that 7 verses? How many verses? Was that?
No, that was 3.
Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
The Passover. These are the feast of the Lord. Salaki. These are the feast of the Lord.
So the Passover, right? What's Passover? Can't skip over that. We gonna break down all the high holy days is. What's Passover? Go ahead.
Passover is when the Lord sent Moses to get us out of Egypt, and there was blood on the wall.
Speak up. I don't think they can hear you online.
The Passover.
So that's a soldier right there, man.
The Passover is when the Lord sent Moses
Go
to
ahead.
get the Israelites out of Egypt.
Right.
Save us out of Egypt, and he had to get all those plagues out there. So we have to remember the Passover
Okay, but why is it called Passover?
because we passed over the sea, the Red Sea.
No, that's incorrect. Go ahead, Lacan.
It's called the Passover because if you didn't have the blood of the lamb over your doorstep,
Mm-hmm.
when the death demon.
No, don't not that demon. You own it though, but not that demon. The angel of death. See what I'm saying?
I forgot the moment.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But yeah, basically, if you didn't have the blood over your house was hit. Like they were coming to take
Your house
son.
was hit.
Coming to take your first son, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the son. Every firstborn male died that night if you did not put the blood of the lamb over your door. You see what I'm saying? The angel of death was coming to take the life of every firstborn male. You see what I'm saying? But because we obeyed the word of God, what happened? Death passed over our doors. You see what I'm saying? And because death passed over our doors on that day, we know that this is something that we should remember. Because if we listen to the Lord and he delivered in that day, think about what he'll do now in his captivity. You see what I'm saying? He freed us from our first captivity. We should always remember that. What is Passover? April 12th, right? Passover is April 12th in Atlanta. We're gonna have another holy convocation on April 12th. We're gonna gather together to remember Passover Day when the Lord killed the firstborn sons of the Egyptians so that we could be free. You see what I'm saying? If he freed us back then, what did he do? What would he do now if we obeyed him? You see what I'm saying? That's the point. Keep reading.
These are the feast of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month, at the even, is the Lord's Passover. Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread.
It's the feast of unleavened bread. What's the feast of unleavened bread? Who remembers? We all acknowledged it this year. Go ahead, Al.
That's when you it doesn't have any yeast in the bread, so it won't rise.
Okay, you saying what we eat on the feast of unleavened bread, but what is who could tell me the history of the feast of unleavened bread? Why is it important? Go ahead. Want to give it a shot?
I don't remember exactly the situation that was going on.
Nah, if you're gonna mess up gloriously. You know what I'm saying? Don't doubt yourself while you answering the question. Just say exactly what you believe it is. If it's not it, we're gonna correct you. We are here to learn.
When the Israelites was leaving Egypt, we had to move at a quick, timely manner. So they just grabbed everything. We didn't have time to bake the bread.
You see how much? You see that? You see how you say the right answer and you don't doubt yourself? Get a brother in hand. You see what I'm saying? When we left Egypt, we didn't have time to make yeast, so our bread could rise. We left in haste, right? The Bible says we left in haste. We had to get on. They was chasing us, right? So while we were in the wilderness for a long time, we didn't have leavened bread. We had to eat unleavened bread. You see what I'm saying? That was right after the angel of death passed over our doors. You see what I'm saying? It's for that reason that on the 14 days to Passover, right? But on the 15 days, the feast of unleavened bread. And what are you supposed to do on the feast of unleavened bread? Go ahead.
Remember and eat unleavened bread.
Supposed to eat unleavened bread for how long?
The entire week.
For 7 days, right? And what else? What else are you supposed to do? This is the most important part. What else are you supposed to do? I pray y'all remember. Goddamn. That means no one kept the feast of unleavened bread. Go ahead, Nathaniel. No. You don't overthink it. It's real simple.
Supposed to purge out like.
I'm gonna give it to you for time's sake. You're supposed to get rid of all the leavening in your house, all the leavening agents, like certain cereals, loaves of bread, cakes, and stuff like that, muffins. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that have baking soda, any type of leavening agent, we're supposed to get out of our home. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because we didn't have it at that time, and the Lord wants us to always remember what it was like in the wilderness. He wants to go ahead.
Not because we didn't have it, but because we didn't want to be accused of
that as well
having leaven in our house. So let's say if a brother came over to your house during the feast on leavened bread, and you was caught with leaven in your house, you understand that was a sin against the Lord. Even if you saying you wasn't eating it, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. That was the purpose of us removing it from our house, so that nobody could accuse you.
Hey, Tabalan, can you get some more instance? Like,
yeah, nobody could accuse you of lying and saying that you're not eating leaven and you was.
Right. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, we acknowledge the feast of unleavened bread to always remember when we couldn't have it, right? But imagine if during that time, imagine if during that day you didn't get the leavening out of your house. And I say, Bakar has bread in this house right now. You see what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, I have it, but I wasn't eating it. Right? Sinning is punishable by what? Death. You could lose your life for not obeying what God told you. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord said, you know what? Just get the leavening out. Just get it out of your house. Let's not even have the back and forth of why it's there. Just get it out of your house so nobody could accuse you of not keeping the law. You see what I'm saying? Everybody understand the point, right?
Come on.
What else are you supposed to get? You're supposed to get leaven out of your house, right? Where else are you supposed to get it out of? No. Raise your hand. Go ahead, Tabalan. You said what? Speak up. They can't hear you.
Out of you.
Out of yourself, right? You're supposed to purge that leaven out of yourself. Anything old, anything not needed, anything that's from the world. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to purge that leaven out of your house, and it's a chance for you to purge the leaven out of you as well. You see what I'm saying? For the old, you need to, like the scripture say, paraphrasing of course, you need to purge out the old leaven and become a new lump, right? That's what you do when you come in here and you decide to change your life. You decide to serve God. Brothers decide to put on all black. You see what I'm saying? Brothers decide to start following the law. You see what I'm saying? You becoming a new lump. You purging out the old leaven. The old you, with the old leaven, would have smoked weed, would have sold drugs, would have did all of those things. The new you though is going to tell another brother not to smoke weed. The new you though is going to be here. You see what I'm saying? On the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets, right?
That's right.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
In the first day, Salaki, in the first day ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Okay, so Christians love to say that on the Sabbath day, you can't do anything, right? You can't turn the lights on. You can't be burning no electricity. You can't cook. You see what I'm saying? Why do they believe that? I don't know either. Because they don't know the Bible. That's why they believe that. Because the Bible says you shouldn't do any what? Servile work, right? What is servile work? Go ahead. Go into your slavery. That's servile. That's the work you don't want to do. But you're in servitude. You have to make money. You got a question, sis? Oh, I thought you were ready. Okay, no, she was raising that cup, huh? No sweat. Now, that's what servile work is. You see what I'm saying? Work that's out of your control. This is a law in the Bible that's not for the employer. I mean, it's like it's not for the employed, it's for the employer. This law is for your boss, so that your boss can give you a break. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, we'll be working 24/7 with no way of rest. But since the Lord is courteous, he said on that seventh day, I want everybody to take a break for yourselves. Go ahead, keep reading.
That's it.
That was it. Most high Christ. At my juice, this up here. We get Officer Shabal. Salaki, sir, was you to Wild or come? We get Shabal.
Shabal ban Yahweh ban Yashala.
Shabal ban Yahweh ban Yashala. Yahweh Shem Yahweh by the thought. Most high Christ. You can exit out that way up. You should ball in, man. Powerful priest right here, Las Vegas, Nevada. See what I'm saying? So you're gonna go from verse 8 to verse what is that? 7 verses 15, correct? Yeah. How about that?
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 8. Waha karabatham. Sorry. Waha karabtham. Asha la Yahweh. Shabbaith. Yamayam. Bayawam. Ha Shabbayaya. Makrawah. Kodash. Call. Mala'akath. Ibadah. La'ah. Ta'ishwa. Verse 9. Waya Dabar. Yahweh. All. Masha. La Amar, verse 10. The bar al Banya Rasharla wa Amarawath Alam Alham Kaya Tha Ba'awa Al Ha Arataza Ashar Anya Nathan Lakam Wa Katazartham Ath Katazayara Wahaba Atham Ath Imar Ra'ash Yath Quatazayarakum all ha kahan. Verse 11. Wahanayap Ath ha Imar Lapunya Yahweh La Ratazankum Ma Makarath ha Shabbath Ya Nayap Nawa ha kahan. Verse 12, Wa Aishayatham Ba Yawam Ha Nayapkum Ath Ha Imar Kabash Lamayam Ban Shanathwa La Yahweh. Verse 13, Ya Manakaath Wa Shanya Aisharanyam Salath Balawala
Ba Shaman, Asha, La Yahweh, Rayak, Nayakaak, Wa Nasaka, Yayun, Rabbi Ya'ith, Ha Hayun, verse 14. Walakaam, Wa Palya, Wa Karamal, La'a, Tha Akalwa, Id, Itazam, Ha Yawam, Haza, Id, Ha Baya'akam, Af Karaban, Alahayakum, Ka'akwath, Iwalam, La Darath Yakum, Bakal, Mashabath Yakum.
Most High in Christ. High in Christ. Go ahead, Bakar. You got it.
This is Leviticus 23, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
But ye shall offer an offering made by fire.
Made by what?
Made by fire
Mm-hmm.
unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7th day is a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Now, it was a time in our history where we did what? We made offerings. You see what I'm saying? Unto the Lord, right? Sacrifices, if you will, right? Do we still do that? Go ahead. Why not?
Because Christ is the perfect sacrifice.
Precept. You got a precept for me? Hebrews 9 and 12. Give me the book of Hebrews chapter 9 verse 12. Nice and loud. You got it?
The book of Hebrews, chapter 9 and verse number 12.
Mm-hmm.
Neither by the blood of goats.
Neither by what?
The blood of goats.
Neither by what?
The blood of
Go
goats
ahead.
and calves.
Uh-huh.
But by his own blood.
But by his own blood. Who is it talking about? By his own blood. Is this Abraham you talking about? Isaac or Jacob? Or Paul? You see what I'm saying? He said neither by the blood of goats or calves. At this point in time, we would sacrifice the calves, sacrifice the goats, sacrifice the kids of the, you see what I'm saying? Of the lambs and things like that, right? But read that from the top.
Neither by the blood of goats.
But now we don't have sacrifices by the blood of goats. Go ahead.
And calves.
Or the calves. Go ahead.
But by his own blood.
But by his own blood. Whose blood? Go ahead.
Right.
By Christ's blood, right? Keep reading.
He entered and once into the holy place,
Mm-hmm.
having obtained eternal redemption.
Eternal
us.
what?
Eternal redemption.
Eternal redemption. Go ahead.
For us.
For us, man. You see what I'm saying? That was the sacrifice that Christ made. He made a sacrifice so that we don't have to make any more sacrifices, right? Now, the sacrifices we have to make is that of unlearning what we've learned, purging out that old leavening. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because Christ was a perfect sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? It was at one point in our history where people were prepared to sin. Imagine a rich man with 1 million calves, 1 million goats. You see what I'm saying? He got them by the hundreds just lined up. Oh, I know I'm going to go commit adultery. I know she's married, but I could sacrifice a goat, though. It ain't going to hurt too bad. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said, to hell with all that. We ain't doing that no more. You see what I'm saying? Christ came and became the ultimate sacrifice for us because the Lord was going to kill us. You see what I'm saying? Because we were not taking him serious. That's why if we have anything to say about it, the men in the Isupk, his sacrifice will not have been in vain, man. Every time you smoke weed, you make the sacrifice of Christ in vain. Every time you sin against God, you make Christ's sacrifice in vain. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading, sir.
That's right. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
What's a sheaf? Who knows what a sheaf is? Very simple. Don't overthink it. You know what a sheaf is like? Sheaf is what you would gather all of the crops into, right? Get a sheaf and put all the crops into this sheaf. This is what you go imagine it said a basket, like a bucket. See what I'm saying? Get this sheaf and put all the crops into this sheaf. Why? Because this is going to be donated to the school, to the synagogue, to the church, right? Giving it to the priest. Keep reading.
Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord.
And he's going to present this sheaf of all the first fruits to the Lord, right? We did a breakdown on the Feast of First Fruits a couple months ago. See what I'm saying? Anybody that wants to get familiarized with the Feast of First Fruits, I urge you to go on Las Vegas Israelites YouTube page and search it up. We did a breakdown on that just about 3 or 4 months ago, right? Go ahead.
To be accepted for you.
Mm-hmm.
On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf a he-lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
This is what we just broke down in Hebrews 9 and 12, right? This was the custom at this time. Keep reading.
Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savior.
For a what?
For a sweet
For
savior.
a sweet savior. The Lord wants us to feast, man. You see what I'm saying? The Lord loves the smell. When we gather together in brotherhood and in sisterhood, it is beautiful in the sight of God. You see what I'm saying? When we cook a meal to remember what he did for us, man, that is glorious in his sight, man. He said that's gonna be a sweet savor. Go ahead.
And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine.
Shall be of wine. Go ahead.
The fourth part of it. The fourth part of an hin.
The fourth part of a hin, which is basically in measurement in U.S. measurements about 1.5 gallons, right? So the Lord said, I want y'all to drink. I want y'all to eat, feast, and I want y'all to drink. Wine, the fourth part of a hin. So think about like about 1.5 gallons worth. See what I'm saying? Because it's for everybody, right? Go ahead.
Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your God.
And he said, I don't want any of you to be selfish. Nobody decides to go and feast by yourself until you make sure that you give what is owed. You see what I'm saying? If you a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, you owe God. Who do you owe now? You owe Christ, man. You owe Christ everything. You see what I'm saying? And you should make sure that you do your part and give what you owe, which is your life, to him. You see what I'm saying? What I mean when I say give your life? I mean do exactly what we here doing right now. That's how you give your life to Christ, man. You see what I'm saying? And until you do that, you don't have the right to take anything again for yourself, right? Go ahead.
Until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever.
For how long?
Forever.
Oh, we in captivity right now. We can't follow God.
Forever.
Said forever. Go ahead.
Throughout your generations.
Throughout your generations.
In all your dwellings.
No matter where you are on the earth. He said, if you are alive, you should be acknowledging the memorial of the blowing the trumpets. You should be acknowledging the Feast of First Fruits. What does it mean when it say throughout your generation? Teach this to your children, man. You see what I'm saying? Our enemies, they teach, they culture to their children. They tell them about their great days. We have to teach our children our culture. We got to tell them, oh, man, you're supposed to be, man, we acknowledge the Feast of First Fruits. You see what I'm saying? Passover. Go ahead.
Now, what's so heavy about what the Lord bringing out right now is think about all of these pagan holidays and how no matter what generation they in, whether they was called the solstice or Ishtar or whatever, you know what I'm saying, these names that they made up, you know what I'm saying, for their things, they last throughout their generations. They teach them on to the slaves, or the former slaves, to keep. And now you're doing the customs that they did from all of their kingdoms, from the start of the beginning of Rome, the beginning of Greece, and all the things they do. You're doing them when you celebrate these Christian holidays like Christmas, Easter, so on and so Halloween. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And if I could, you want to know why they do that? You want to know why they cousins have been around since Roman and Greece and Grecian times? You want to know why? Because they children are good children. They listen to their father.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They custom got passed down. Christmas. You see what I'm saying? Halloween. You want to know why? Because they listen to their father. I see some people asking, why do you celebrate this? Well, I've been doing this since I was a little kid. I don't know. You got the day off. You see what I'm saying? Because consistency, when you teach a child to do something consistently, eventually it's just going to become who they are. You see what I'm saying? Our enemies listen to their father very well. Why don't you? Look at the condition they in, because they listen to their ancestors. Their ancestors says follow Christmas and acknowledge Christmas. They did it, and look at the position they in. Why don't you listen to your father and see where it gets you? You see what I'm saying? Do what your father said and see the position you could be in. You get the point? Go ahead.
That's it.
That was it. Most High Christ. And my issue is just us up here. Let me get the thought by line.
Tabalam, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala.
The thought by line, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala. Salute.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakatan.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakah. Most High Christ. The brother in. You got me reading from sir?
Yeah.
15.
Wa Sap Paratham Lakam Ma Karatha Ma Karath Ha-Shabbat Ma Yawam Ha Ba Yakam
Bayakam.
By Akam Ata Amar Ha Tanawap
Tanawapa.
Tanawapa
There you go.
Shabai Shabbathwa
There you go.
Tamayamat Tahayanha. Verse 16. I Makarath Ha-Shabbat Ha-Shabbatya Ta-Saparwa Kamashim Yawam Waha-Korath Karathbathim Manaka Kadasha La Yahweh. Verse 17. Mawashabathim Ka Ta Baya'a Wa Lakam Ta Na Wapa Shatayam Shanaya Ashara Aisharayam Salah Kamataza Ta'a Pa Yana Baka Wa Rayam La Yahweh. Verse 18. Wa Ha Karabdam Al Ha Lakam Shabbaith
Shabba'i.
Shabbaith
There you go.
Kabasham
Kabashiam.
Ta Mayam Ta Ma Ya
Tamayamam.
Tamayamam Banya Shana Wapar Ban Bakar Hakad Wa Alahayim Yalam Wa Ayalam
There you go.
Shanayam Ya Ha Yawa Allah La Yahweh Wa Manakamta
Wa
Wa
Manakthal.
Wa Manath
Manakthal.
Manatham. Thumb. There you go. Wa Nasa. Wa Nas.
Yaham.
Wa Nasak Yaham.
Mm-hmm.
Asha. Wa Yak. Naya. Nayakaka. La Yahweh. 19. Verse 19. Wa Aisha Yatham.
Mm-hmm.
Shayayar. Aitazayam. Akkad. La Kataata. Wa Shanaya. Kabashim. Banya. Shana. Lazabak. Shala Mayam. Verse 20. Wa Ha Nayapa. Ha Kana. Atham Al Lakam Ha Bakawarian. Danawapa. La Panaya. Yahweh Al Shalnaya. Kabashim. Kodash. Yahaya. Yahayawa. Yahweh. Yahweh. La Yahweh. La Kahan.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21. Wa
Hey, the con. You get some incense, bro?
Wa Atham
More incense.
Ba Aitaza Ha Yawam
What's it called?
Haza Ma Kwa Ra'a Kodash Yahaya Yakam Kal Mala'ak Mala'akath Ibadia La'a Kakwath Iwalam Bakal Ma Wa Shabbatyan La Daratham Kum. Verse 22. Wa ba kwa taza Arikam Ata Kwa Taza Yara Arat Tazakam La'a Ta Kala Pa'ata Sha'aika Bakwa Taza Raka Wa Lakwat Kwataza Ya Kwataza Wa Lakwa La'a Ta Lakwat La Anya Walagar Thou Isam Thou Ta I Zaba Atham Ana Anaya Yahweh Allahaya come. Verse 23. Wa Yadabar Yahweh al Masha La Amar. Verse 24. Dabar al Banya Yasha'ala Ya Amar Ba Kadash Ha Shabaya Ya Ba Akkad La Kadash Yahaya Yakam Shabbat Shabbat one.
You two are right. The water. Time for us.
You brother hand.
You got the call.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete.
Right.
Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath, the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves and 2 tenth deals.
Right.
They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baking with leaven.
If I may, you see how the Bible is telling you to prepare these high holy days? Fine flour with the best oil and the best lamb you could possibly find without blemish. You see what I'm saying? The Lord wants you to put your all into these days. You want to know why? Because we should look at the days of the Lord with honor. This isn't just something small. This isn't just something like, oh, I gotta go do this high holy day today. You see what I'm saying? You should be excited to go see your brothers and spend time with your brothers, man. You see what I'm saying? You should be excited to acknowledge your culture and acknowledge the days of the Lord.
You feel me? We supposed to put our very best. That's why you put on your best cologne, got your best garments, and all of that. You see what I'm saying? You want to? It's a celebration. It's a party. You feel me? It's a celebration acknowledging all the times that the Lord was with us, man. All the times that the Lord wanted us to have something to ourselves. We remembering on these days that we are special and everybody else is not. Everybody get the point, right? Go ahead. What happened when who can give me an example in the Bible when a brother, oh, I don't want to say a brother. Who give me an example in the Bible when someone didn't take the Lord serious on an important day? Who knows what I'm talking about? Read my mind. Give me an example when someone didn't take the Lord serious, right? And another person did take the Lord serious. It's a very known story. Go ahead. Cain and Abel. What happened with Cain? The Lord wanted them to come give amazing offerings, just like he said right now in Leviticus 23. That's how you know that since the beginning of the time, we always kept the customs of God. We always made offerings to the Lord, and he always wanted them to be very special. See what I'm saying? Back in the times of Adam, man. You see what I'm saying? His sons made them offerings, and he did not present fine lambs without blemish. He presented carrots. You feel me? Brussels sprouts and something that no one wants. You see, everybody get so like, y'all don't want no Brussels sprouts. Y'all get the point though, right? And Abel went and got his finest lamb and sacrificed his best, strongest lamb to the Lord, right? And what happened? The Lord basically checked him. The Lord did not shine on that offering. And the Lord blessed Abel. He shined on his offering. And what did he tell Cain? He said, why is your countenance falling? What does countenance mean? Your attitude, your mood. Why do you have attitude? What are you upset about? If ye do well, will thou not be accepted, right? You should take that same thought process when you're going into these high holy days, man. These feast days. We're supposed to give and bring our very best. You see what I'm saying? Put on your best clothing. Shower up, put on your favorite cologne, man. You want to know why? Because what is the Lord liking Israel unto? And what is the Lord liking serving him unto? Who knows? Go ahead. No. Who knows the Lord's liking his work unto? A woman, right? Likes it unto a woman. Why? Because you got to give it your all, man. If you was trying to impress some broad, what you gonna do? You gonna get your cleanest fit. You remember in school? Oh my goodness. Remember in high school, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? That one girl in class, you put it on your best fit. You gotta lay down on the bed before you go in, man. And then she ain't there. You see what I'm saying? She absent that day. You be like, that's all for nothing. But you get what I'm saying? But you give it your all for that woman, right? Guess what? This is supposed to be your first woman. Right. This is supposed to be your first wife, right? This is supposed to come before anything and everything. Right. That's why the Lord compared it to that. Because the same amount of effort you would give unto a woman, that's the same amount of effort you're supposed to be giving to God. You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to put our all into it, man. Go ahead, keep reading.
Fine flour, they shall be baking with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord. Mm-hmm. Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year. 7 lambs without blemish.
7 lambs without blemish. He said, I want 7 perfect lambs. Now, you ever I haven't, but because I study, I know if you have a farm, you have lambs, some of those lambs might grow abscesses. You see what I'm saying? Cysts. Some of them might have a little limp. You see what I'm saying? Might have something wrong with it, might get infections. Why? Because they're right there in that field, right? The Lord says, I want you to get 7 of your best lambs without any of those ailments. Why? What are those lambs going to do? Those lambs going to sell the highest, right? Because there's nothing wrong with them. Those are strongest lambs, the best lambs. They don't got no cysts or bumps or abscesses. These are the lambs that you want to use to produce more lambs, right? But guess what God said? He said, you know what? I want those lambs. I deserve those lambs. And he does deserve those lambs. I get the point, right? Obviously, we don't sacrifice these animals anymore. Why? Because Christ was the ultimate sacrifice, and Christ is far more important than any lamb. Y'all get the point? Go ahead. Oh, it's like, want to ask him?
No.
Go ahead.
And 1 young bullock and 2 rams
Mhm.
And they shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offering,
Right.
even an offering made by fire, of sweet Savior unto the Lord.
Right.
Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice one kid of the goats for a sin offering.
For a what?
For a sin offering.
For a what?
Sin offering.
Give me Hebrews 9 and 12 one more time. Go ahead, Lacan. Say you shall offer. Read that part one more time.
Then they shall sacrifice one kid of the goats for a sin offering.
Say one kid of the goat. Sacrifice a young goat. Go get a goat that's gonna grow big and strong. You see what I'm saying? Go get a goat that's gonna produce more goats. And I want you to sacrifice them unto me. Why? For what?
Sin offering.
For a sin offering. Is this something we do anymore? We just broke it down earlier. I want to see if y'all remember. Do we do this anymore?
Wow.
Why don't we? Why don't we do this? Go ahead, Lacan.
Because Christ is the ultimate sacrifice.
Precept. Oh, you already told you to pull it. Go ahead, read it.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Neither by the blood of goats,
By what?
by the blood of goats.
So we read in Leviticus in the Old Testament, right? Where at one point, in order to blot out our sins, we would sacrifice animals. We sacrifice goats. You see what I'm saying? Because of Christ's sacrifice, Scripture say, you know what? No more by the blood of goats. You see what I'm saying? When you sacrifice for your sins to be blotted out. Keep reading.
And calves.
And calves, right?
By his own blood, he entered into once.
Slow down. Read it again.
By his own blood.
But by his own blood, you want to read it slow. Every portion of the Scripture is powerful. It deserves his own recognition. So you want to read it slow. By his own blood. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, read it again from the top.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Neither by the blood of goats and calves.
Neither by the blood of goats and calves, right? Go ahead.
But by his own blood.
But by his own blood. Whose own blood? Keep reading.
He entered in once into the holy place.
He entered into that holy place. Go right.
Having obtained eternal redemption for us.
Having attained eternal redemption for us. Who's that talking about?
Right.
Raise your hand. Who's that talking about? That long? It's talking about Jesus Christ, right? We just broke it down earlier. You see what I'm saying? Because Christ died. You see what I'm saying? We're not gonna go and sacrifice goats anymore, man. You see what I'm saying? Now we have time to get ourselves together now. You see what I'm saying? And it's important that you make sure that his sacrifice was not in vain.
Right.
Because he was the ultimate sacrifice. And he died so that you are not dead right now. Because correct me if I'm wrong, the Lord was going to do away with us, right? The Lord was going to get rid of us, man. Why? Because we was collecting lambs and calves and preparing to sin before we sin. It's like, sir, you have something? Oh, yeah. Which I get the point, right? Now, but Christ stepped in and he died in our place. You see what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we honor him, man. We got to make sure we do what he did. And what did he do? He served God. He acknowledged the Feast of First Fruits, the memorial blowing the trumpets, Passover, man. Christ did these things. We got to do them as well. Why? Because this is our culture. Go ahead, keep reading.
And 2 lambs for the first year of for a sacrifice of peace offering.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy to the Lord for the priest.
So we gathering all these things and we giving it unto the priest. Why are we gathering these things and giving it to the priest? We know that some of these sacrifices are for, for our sin, right? For things we might have done wrong, right? But why else though? Think practically. This is an Israelite School Universal practical knowledge. What's the practical reason for us gathering all of this food and giving it to the head? Giving it to the head priest. What is he going to do with it? Anybody? He's going to store it, right? Oh, go ahead, sis. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he's going to store it. Store it for what? Go to the car.
Later time.
Later times, but be specific though. No. We don't want old lambs for the next high holy day, right? We want the best lambs for the next high holy day. We want the best food. I don't want old barbecue chicken from 3 months ago. You see what I'm saying? I don't want that. I don't want it. Go ahead. You want to give him a shot?
Oh, come on. Right. In case something was to happen, then we gotta hurry up.
There you go. There you give him a hand. Right. In case of emergency. You see what I'm saying? We gather all of these foods, sacrifice these animals, and we store it away. Why? In case of emergency. That's the point of tithes. That was the original purpose of tithes. See what I'm saying? To upkeep our synagogue. What's a synagogue? Go ahead. Place of worship, a building. Somewhere you go to acknowledge the Lord, right? That's what a synagogue is. You got synagogues of the Lord, and you have synagogues of Satan. What's a synagogue of Satan? The Christian church. That's a synagogue of Satan, man. You see what I'm saying? But y'all get the point, though. We gather all of these foods together in case of emergency. That's wisdom. Go ahead.
Verse 20, and the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs they shall be holy to the Lord for the priest.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21, and ye shall proclaim on the self same day that it may be a holy convocation unto you.
A holy gathering unto you. This shall be something special. This shall be something you never forget. Take your family, take your children, and gather them together for this, right? Go ahead.
Ye shall not do no servile work therein.
Ye shall do no servile work therein. Keep reading.
It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
What's a statute? A custom. You see what I'm saying? That's what a statute is. A statute is it shall be a custom for you forever throughout your generations, meaning no matter where you are, right? We explained earlier how Christmas comes from way back then during the Roman Empire. You see what I'm saying? It's still here today because our enemies, they listen to their forefathers, man. Why don't you listen to yours? You see what I'm saying? We should keep these holy convocations. Teach it to your kids so they can teach it to their kids. And before you know it, we'll be so much more powerful than we are now. You see what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because the Lord always keeps his promises, right? Keep reading. Was that it?
That was it. 21.
Most of the Majum. Come. Traditionally, right? Traditionally, we'll have 7 brothers. It's 44 verses in Leviticus 23. So traditionally, we'll have 7 brothers read 7 verses each. You see what I'm saying? But because it's not 7 brothers yet, we're going to recycle brothers, right? Our brothers come up again, all right? Go ahead. You remember? You're going to go to Imam Shabbat, Amijum, Barak. Now you're going to say Lakam, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala. We're going to say, it's like, we all in Barak.
Yeah.
Lakam, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala. You're going to salute. Take your time. Say the whole thing. Yahweh. There you go. Yahweh by Shem Yahweh. We all gonna say it together. Yahweh by Shem Yahweh. One time first. Come on up. Go ahead.
Verse 22.
Okay. Waba.
Quiet.
Say loud.
Waba.
Mm-hmm.
Quataza. It's like it.
Quatazarka.
Waba. It's like it. Waba. Quatazarakam.
There you go. Quatazayan.
Quatazayar.
That's an H. Yeah, R. Yeah, Quatazayar. There you go.
Ratazakam.
Take your time.
Slow down. Ratazakam.
Ara.
Tazakam.
There you go.
Takala.
Mm-hmm.
Takala. Paata.
There you go.
Sharka. Ba. Quatazak. Salaga. Ba. Quatazarka. Walaquat. Quatatarka. Kazatarika, Slakia, La A, Ta Laquat, La Anya, Walagar, Ta Itazab, Athawam, Salakia, Atham, Anyana, Salak, Anaya, Yahweh, Allahayakam, verse 23.
Put it on the side.
Wayad Dabar, Yahweh, Al Masha'ah, La Amar. La Amar.
There you go. Most on the
Verse
card.
24. Dabar Al Banya, Yasharala, La Amar, Ba Kadash, Ashab, Hash,
Shabaya, Aya.
Hashabaya Anya,
Aya.
Aya,
There you go.
Ba Ba'akad, La Kadash,
Take it to him.
Ya Aha,
I remember it's all simple.
Ya Ayaha,
There you go.
Yakam,
Yahaya.
Ya Ayaha, Yakam, Shabbathwan,
There you
La
go.
Kadash, Ya Ayaha, Lakam. Oh, it's like I read the same line twice.
Sorry, keep continue.
Shabbathwan,
Shabbathwan. There
Shabbathwan,
you go.
Zakarwan,
Mm-hmm.
Wa'ah, it's like it. Tharayawa,
Makwa.
Makara,
Ra'a.
Makara,
Ra. Slow down. Makwa.
Makwa,
Ra'a. There
Ra'ah,
you go.
Kadash,
Mm-hmm.
verse 25. Call,
Mala. Akaf.
Mala Akaf, Abadya,
Slow down. Slow down.
Abada,
There you go.
La'a, Ta'ashwa,
There you go.
Laha, Waha Krata, Salagya,
Waha. Waha.
Wa'a Karabatham,
Mm-hmm.
Asha'a,
Mm-hmm. Asha. That's just a shot.
Asha,
There you go.
La, oh, Salagya, Yahweh, what?
La Yahweh.
La Yahweh,
There you go.
verse 26. Waya Dabar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, La Amar.
What's on your plate? Is that it? Almost 28. Okay.
Aka, by Asharwar, by Asharwar,
Ba.
by
Aish.
Aish,
Award. So Aisha Ward.
by Aishawar,
There you go.
La Kadash,
Sign up.
Ha,
Yeah. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Ha, Ha Shabbat,
Ha Shabba.
Ha Shabbat,
Yeah.
Ya Aya, Haza'ah, Yawam, Ha
Kaparia.
Hakaparium, Hawa'ah, Makara,
Makwa. Ra'a. There you go.
Makwa Ra'ah, Kadash, Yahaya,
Yahaya.
Yahaya, Lakam, Wa'anyatham, Salaki, Ath,
There you go.
Napash, Athikam,
Nakash Africa.
Napash, Athyakam,
There you go. Waha. Korathim.
Waha Korathim.
There you go.
Ash.
Slow down. You got it. You know.
Asha
There you go.
La Yahweh.
There you go.
Verse 28. Wakal Malaka La'a Ba'aishwa Ba'itazam Ha Yawam Hazar Kaya Wayam Kaparwa. No, Salakia. Kaparyam Hawa'a La Kaparar. Salakia. La Ka.
Lakapor.
La Kapar, I La Kam, Al Yakam, Lapanya, Yahweh, Allahayakam.
There you go. Most High Christ. Most High Christ.
The book of Leviticus 23, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of the field, thy field. When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of the harvest of thy harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt leave them unto the poor.
Unto the who?
Unto the poor.
Unto the poor. Go ahead.
And to the stranger.
And to the stranger. Go ahead.
I am the Lord your God.
And this is a commandment from me. So the Lord is saying, when you gather them first fruits and you get all the center of the crops and you gather all the best of the crops, I don't want you to clean the corners out. I don't want you to go get the rest for yourself. I want you to leave them there for people that are less fortunate than you, and to strangers who might be wandering and might not have a way to feed themselves because they're in the land they're not familiar with. You see how generous the Lord is? You see what I'm saying? That's who we should be. We should be generous, just like this. What is that? Leviticus 23 and 22? Just like right here in Leviticus 23 and 22. You see what I'm saying? This is who the Lord wants us to be. He wants us to be generous people, man. Leave some food to the poor. Keep reading.
Verse 23.
There you go.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Mm-hmm.
verse 24, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the first day of the month,
Mm-hmm.
shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial blowing of the trumpet.
Of what?
A memorial blowing of the trumpet.
Memorial blowing of trumpets. That's what we're here for right now, right? We broke down. What is this? Who remembers? What's this, sis? A ram's horn. But what's the biblical term we use for this? A shofar. Damn right. Give her a hand. It's a shofar. Go ahead.
And holy convocation.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Unto the Lord.
Verse
Right?
26.
That's why we're here right now. We're here right now to remember the times when we would blow this shofar, right? To warn our people that war was coming. You see what I'm saying? And the Lord gave us this right here. He gave us the ability to use this instrument so we could protect our people and warn them of danger, right? We're going to remember that throughout all our generations. Keep on reading.
Verse 25. Ye shall do no servile work therein,
Mm-hmm.
but ye shall offer an offering made by fire
You shall gather and feast, right?
unto the Lord. Verse 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 27. Also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there should be a day of atonement. There should be a day of atonement.
A day of what?
A day of atonement.
A day of atonement. When is the day of atonement? October 11th, right? On the 11th, or was that the 12th? I believe
No,
that's the 12th. That's the 11th, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 11th.
October 11th. Get ready. We feasted tonight. You know what we're gonna be feasting on the 11th? Affliction. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna be feasting on affliction on the 11th. You see what I'm saying? It's 24 hours where you don't eat or drink anything. Every able-bodied Israelite. It's very important. I can't skip over that. The Day of Atonement is for every able-bodied Israelite. If you're somebody that needs to take your medication, you need water or food, take your medication, take your medication. Don't starve your children. Fake Israelites, they starving 7-year-olds, making them not eat or drink any water for 24 hours. Don't do that. You see what I'm saying? I won't be able to save you from General Hyman and his judgment if you're starving kids on the Day of Atonement. Everybody understand? All right. Moving on.
It shall be a holy convocation unto you,
Mm-hmm.
and ye shall afflict your soul.
You shall do what?
Afflict your soul.
How do you afflict your soul? You afflict your soul by depriving it of what it wants. Your stomach starts to growl because it wants food, because it wants water, right? Well, guess what? You're going to afflict your soul. You're going to go against what your body wants. You see what I'm saying? You're going to go against what you want. And you're going to do what the Lord told you to do, which is what we should always do anyways, right?
Right.
But the Day of Atonement is practice. You see what I'm saying? Because of all your sins, now you're going to punish yourself. All right, go ahead.
Oh, man, we also atoning for the sins of our nation, of all
Right.
of our people, our brothers and sisters.
Damn,
Not
oh my goodness.
keeping the Day of Atonement.
Damn right.
And so we doing this for those that we want the Lord to, spare. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna bring into this truth. Everybody, your mother, your father, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your,
Damn right.
you know what I mean? Your friends, all these brothers that's not able to understand this truth yet.
Right.
And I say yet because we got a lot of work to do. So that's
Yeah.
right.
If I could, what you said was so important. What you said is so heavy. Like, you might think you came into the truth and think you changed your life and follow all of God's laws. You might think, dang, why do I still have to keep the Day of Atonement? I don't sin anymore. Don't you want the Lord to spare your loved ones? The Lord to kill your mother, your father, your brother, your cousin, your children. You see what I'm saying? Your sons and your daughters. He'll do it. But guess what? But if we afflict our souls, not only for our sakes, but for their sakes, you know what he might do? He could spare them. It's not a guarantee, but he could spare them because he sees how serious you take this work. You see what I'm saying? He could say, you know what? Because you take this serious, I'm going to allow them to live a little longer. I'm going to give them a little more grace. Ain't that what Christians love to say, right? I'm going to grant them a little bit more grace before I take their lives. You know why? Because Amanabath went hungry on October 11th. The Thabalam went hungry. Lakam and Bakar and Shabal, they went hungry on that day. I know I'm going to go hungry on that day. You want to know why? Because I love my people and I love the Lord. Everybody understand the point, right? The water for bringing that out. Go ahead. You have the end of 27.
And the offering made by fire on Salaki. And ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
So you shall afflict your souls for 24 hours, sundown, sundown to sundown. And at the end of that sundown, what we gonna do? We gonna be right here again. Like, woo! Did you almost crack? Did you almost break? How was this for you? How was it that? And we gonna feast together. You see what I'm saying? We gonna have another feast.
That's right.
And we gonna turn up and have a good time, right? Go ahead.
And ye shall do no work in that, verse 28. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement.
Go ahead.
To make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
To make an atonement for you before the Lord your God. You know why? Because you've made plenty of mistakes in your life. And guess what? You might forget your mistakes, but the Lord didn't forget your mistakes. He didn't forget. So guess how you show him that you didn't forget either. And you still trying to make sure that you are forgiven. You acknowledge the Day of Atonement. You say, I'm going to fast. I'm going to not eat. I'm going to not drink any water, drink anything, because I know that I don't deserve food. You see what I'm saying? I don't deserve food and water, but the Lord is granting it to me. Everybody get the point, right?
Oh,
Keep reading.
that's it.
That was it? Most High in Christ. Mind you, we got to speed this up a little bit. Come on, the thought by line. Oh, slightly. It was, the thought by line. That's correct.
Tabalam Banya Hawada Banya Shala.
The thought by line.
Yahweh Ban Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Most High in Christ. We might go like a little bit over the time, but that's gonna be all right, right? Because we here serving God, so it's gonna be 2 hours, like 10 minutes over the time. Go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse number 29. Kaya, Ka, Ha, Napash, Ashar, La'a, Da, Aina, Ba, Atazam, Ha, Yawam, Azah, Wa, Na, Karatha, Ma, Anya. Verse 30. Wakal, Ha, Napash, Ashar, Da, Asha, Call, Mala'aka, Ba, Aitaza, Ba, Aitazam, Ha, Yawam, Azha, Wa,
Slow down.
Wa, Waha,
There you go.
Abadat, Wa,
Abadathia.
Waha, Abadathia,
There you go.
Atha, Hanapash, Ha, Hawa'a, Ma, Wa, Ra'a, Ima. Verse 31. Call, Mala'aka, La'a, Da, Aishwa, Kakwa, Iwalam, La, Darathayakam,
Slow down.
La,
Darathia.
La, Darathayakam, Bakal, Masha, Ba, Da, Yakam,
Ashabathia.
Mashabathyakam.
There you go.
Verse 32. Shabbat, Shabbat 1, Hawa'a, Lakam, Wa, Ayatham,
Wa Anyatham.
Wa Ayatham,
There you go.
Napashatakam,
Go back. Say it again.
Napash Atayakam,
Napasha.
Napasha,
Napasha.
Napashath Yakam,
There you go. There it is.
Ba, Dashai, La, Kadash, Ba, Irab, Ma, Irab, Id, Irab, Da, Shabbath, Wa, Shabbathkam. Verse 33. Wa, Yadabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La, Amar. Verse 34. Dabar, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Ya'amar, Ba, Kamasha, Asha'ar, Yawam, La, Kadash, Ha, Shabaya, Aya, Azah, Kaga, Ha, Kaag, Ha, Sakawath, Shabayah, Yamyan, La, Yahweh. Verse 35. Ba, Yawam, Ha, Ra'ashawan, Makwara'a, Kodash, Ko, Ma, La, Aqua, Ma, La, Akath, Ibadia, La, Da, Ashwa.
What sign first? Go ahead. Is that 28? 29.
For this is the book of Leviticus 23, verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
So we just read in 28 that I want you to have a day of atonement. See what I'm saying? To atone for your sins, right? And in 29 it said what?
For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day,
And if you don't want to suffer along your brothers and sisters, right?
he shall be cut off from among his
The
people.
Lord said you should be cut off from among your people. You want to know why? Because our ancestors understood the gravity of sin. See what I'm saying? We are people that should understand how important it is to not make mistakes. Now, we all make mistakes, right? We all mess up. We're working so we can never make mistakes again. That's the point. But imagine if there's someone amongst us that doesn't care that they make mistakes. You can't be here with us. You should separate yourself from us. You should be cut off from us. Well, because we're striving for perfection. And you striving to be like Babylon. Y'all get the point? Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people.
And if you insist on working in that same day, not caring that you're supposed to be resting in this day, you should be cut off too. Because you're not partaking in this family event, right? You know how your family just want to cut you off when you don't attend the Thanksgiving dinner? You see what I'm saying? That would be the right spirit if they was acting like that over something that the Lord ordained. You see what I'm saying? They have that spirit over something that our enemies ordained. You see my point? Keep reading.
Ye shall do no manner of work It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the ninth day of the month at even, from even unto even. Shall ye celebrate your Sabbath?
Shall you do what?
Celebrate your Sabbath.
Celebrate your Sabbath. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 34, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of the 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles.
The Feast of Tabernacles. Go ahead.
For 7 days unto the Lord. Verse 35. On the first day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Yeah, so the Feast of Tabernacles, that's the time when we remember when we were in tents. We left the wilderness and we had to dwell in tents in the wilderness. You see what I'm saying? So it was a time in our own land where we would gather tents and we would all go out camping together. You see what I'm saying? We'll all go out. It's not a miserable time. We in tents and we got to do this. Like, no, we all go out and we camp together in these tents because we remember this is how we had to live for a very long time when we were in the wilderness. You see what I'm saying? The Feast of Tabernacles is on the, I believe, the 22nd. The 24th, is that right? I'll get it and I'll post it. We're gonna make sure we post it to the Las Vegas page. You see what I'm saying? It's flyers and everything like that made. But it was a time in our history when we came out of Egypt, we didn't have homes. We had to create tents, and we was in those tents for a very long time. The Lord don't ever want us to forget those difficult times. You wanna know why? Because the 16th until what? So we would camp from the 16th to the 24th. You see what I'm saying? That this year, the Feast of Tabernacles, 16th to the 24th. Gather everybody that's able. You see what I'm saying? Go camping. If not, we're gonna be right here. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna come here. We're gonna teach another class, have another, you know what I'm saying, feast and everything like that. But the Lord wants us to remember our pain because we know us. If we're not humble, then we are selfish, right? We hard-headed. We forget where we came from. We get rich, we get money, what happens? Forget where we came from. The Lord don't want us to forget where we came from. See what I'm saying? Everybody get the point, right? Keep reading. Oh, you said that was it? That's something you read that quick. Come on, Con. One more again. Elijah? Mom Shabbat? Ban Yahawada? That's Judah. See what I'm saying? That's Judah in the Hebrew. Ban Yasharada. That's Israel. So he's saying that I'm the son of Judah from the nation of Israel. See what I'm saying? So throw it all together. Ban. The word ban means from. See what I'm saying? Or of. Ban Yahawada. Ban Yasharada. Lakam.
Ban
Yahawada. Ban Yasharada. So, slow down. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. There you go. Most on Christ. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. Go ahead, come on. Yeah, all the way to the end. It's gonna close it out.
Shabayeth, Yam Yam, Da, Karayabwa, Asha, La Yahweh, Ba Yawam, Ha Shamayamya, Ma Kara'a, Badash, Yahad, Yahaya, Hakam, Wahab, Barabatham, Asha, La Yahweh, Azarath, Hawa, Call, Malaka, Abaria, La The Shiwa, the Aisha, the Aisha what? The Aishwa, 37. Al-Ha, Mawadya, Yahweh, Ashar, the Araha, Slagya, the Ara, the Kara, Ahawa, the Thumb, Ma, Kara, Aya, Kadash, Laha, Karayab, Ashwa, Slagya, La, Yahweh, Ayla, Wa, Manaka, Ka'a, Manaka'a, Ba, Wa, Nasayam, the Bar, Yawam, Bayawamwa, verse 38. Malabad, Shaba'ath, Yahweh, Wa Malabad,
You said it right. Malabad.
Walabad, Kal,
Shabbat. Oh, you down here? Yeah. The Daria now.
the Daryakam,
You said that. You said it. Why Malabad?
Ma Walabad, Kal, Nadabath, Nadabath Yakam, Nada, Bawath Yakam, Ashar, the Tanwa, La Yahweh, verse 20, Slakia, verse 39. Aka, Bakamasha, Bakamasha, Aishara,
There you go.
Yawam,
There you go.
La Kadash,
Yeah, you said it right.
La Shaba'aya,
You said it right.
Slakia, Ha Shaba Ya'aya,
Shabaya, Aya.
Shabaya Aya, Ma Ashab Kam, Atha,
Off.
Ath,
That's off right there.
Slakia, Ath,
Tabawa, Tabawa,
Tabua Ath, Ha, Ha Arataza, the Kagwa, Ath, Kag, Yahweh, Shabai, Shabai, Yahamyam, Yamayam,
There you go. So stay.
Ba, Yawam, Ha Shawan, Ashwan, Shabathwan, Wabat Yawam, Shah Mayahan, the Slagit,
Shah,
Shah,
yeah. Right?
the Shah, Mayanya,
There you go.
Shah, Latawam, Tayan, it's like
Shabbat one.
Shabbat 1, verse 40. Wala, Wala, Katham, Wala Kwaktham, Lakam, Ba Yawam, Ha Ra'ashwan, Parya, Itazah, Hadar, Kapath, Thamarium, Wa Ein not.
Extra word.
Itazah, Ibad, Wa Arabia, Naka'al,
Call.
Nakal,
There you go.
Wa Shamaktham, La Panya, La Panya, Yahweh, Alahayakam,
It's all syllables. Shah. And that was good. Shah. Break it over. Shah.
Shabbat, Yamayim, it's like it. Yamayim, verse 41. Wakaktham, Athwa,
There you go.
Kag, La Yahweh,
There you go.
Shabbat,
Just say that one. There you go.
Shabbat, Yam Yam, it's like it. Yamayam,
There you go. Sound it out.
Basana,
There you go.
Kwa, Iwalam, Landa Rathiakam,
It's a different one.
Ba Kadash, Ha Shabayayam, Ha Shabayayam, That the Kab when
Kagwa.
the Kagwa, verse 42. Basaka, the Shabarwa, the Sha'abwa, the Shabwa,
There you go.
Shabai, sluggish,
It's you.
Shabai,
Yeah, well.
Ayam, sluggish, Yamayam, Yamayam, Call, Ha Atazara, Ba Yasharala, Yeshabwa, Basakai,
That's a cop.
Basakai, verse 43.
That's true.
Verse 43. Lama Ain, Yadaiwa, Dara, Dayakam, Kaya, Basakawa, Hawa Shabathaya, Banya, Yasharala, Baha, Wataza, Ayaha. Baha, Wataza, Ya. Awatham, Ma'arataza, Tazarayim, Anya, Yahweh, Allahayakam.
There you go.
Verse 44. Wayadabar, Mashah, Ath, Ma'aya, Yahweh, Banya, Yasharala.
Get up, brother. It's important that we take our time to read this Hebrew. Before you know it, you're gonna be reading it quick. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Before you know, you're gonna be reading this Hebrew quick. You see what I'm saying? Malabah, Shabbat, you got Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be breezing right through it. But it takes repetition. It takes giving it the respect it deserves. Take your time to read through it. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 30, this is Leviticus 23, verse 36.
Go ahead.
7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you. And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, and a meat offering, a sacrifice, and a drink offering, everything upon his day. 38. Besides the Sabbaths of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath. On the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40.
So this is running down all the high holy days that the Lord wants us to acknowledge. See what I'm saying? All the days He wants us as a people to come together and have a good time and feast and remember our history, remember our ancestors. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 40. And ye shall take on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches and palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and the willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations.
For how long?
Forever.
Forever.
In your generations.
So many people try to say, well, we can't really follow God anymore because of where we are. And, you know, we're in America. And back then it was different. He said forever throughout your generations. You see what I'm saying? And all your dwellings. Go ahead.
And ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that
More than what?
Dwell in booths 7 days.
Tents, in other words, right? Go ahead.
All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
All that are what?
Israelites born.
That are what?
Israelites born.
Israelite born. This isn't for Edomites and Ammonites. You see what I'm saying? Your heathens. He said this is for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
He said, I want y'all to remember this. This is a book that's not meant for everybody. That means something, man. That means that you are special. Everybody else is not special.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt.
See what I'm saying?
I am the Lord your God.
He said, because I want your children to always remember what happened here. When they look back at the land of Egypt, I want them to always remember what it was like coming out of captivity, man. You see what I'm saying? Teach it to them. Tell them stories. We should tell our children about the deeds of Moses. How Moses slayed that Egyptian for beating on his brother like that, man. You see what I'm saying? We should talk about the works of Elijah. How he got taken up in a chariot and all those things. We shouldn't be teaching like kids about Superman and you see what I'm saying? Not there's anything wrong with watching those stories, but we have our own superheroes. Those are the point, and they are important and they matter. And the difference is difference between Jesus Christ and Superman is that Jesus Christ was real. You see what I'm saying? I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with what's his name? Cornelius. You see what I'm saying? A historian named Cornelius Tacitus. You see what I'm saying? Look him up. He lived in Roman times. Oh, he's in Roman captivity. He's a famous writer. You see what I'm saying? And he wrote about Jesus Christ. And he didn't have anything to do with the Bible. He didn't write anything that has anything to do with the Bible. But the Bible is a history book. And there are heathens that have their own stories and their own records about the same events that happens in the Bible. Look up Cornelius Tacitus. You see what I'm saying? He recorded history too. Go ahead.
Verse 44, and Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
That was it. And Moses declared in that day, and these are the feasts of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Get a Lord a hand for delivering us out of captivity in the land of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is going to deliver us again out of this captivity. I pray you understand that. You see what I'm saying? Men of Israel, mind you, just us up here. There we go. That's what we wanted. It's like, hey, with me? Men of Israel. Oh, as a matter of fact, I like it. You're not skipping no steps. You know what I'm saying? Surface me. Surface me. Surface. Left hand salute. Go ahead. La Yasharala.
La Yasharala.
La.
La.
With an L.
La Yasharala.
There you go, which means to Israel. To drink to Israel, right? Go ahead. Surface me. So. Men of Israel, try to get up thy loins to meet the scroll. Right. I can form a line right here. The car you can go around as well. Men of Israel, press salute the scroll. Come on, that way. Start. Step right here a little bit. How about you? I would start like yeah. Yeah, hell just happened with that. Watch your step, bud. Go ahead and set it back up quick. It's all right. Next up. Did it break? Is it broken? Go ahead and set it back up quick.
How about you? Yeah.
That's all right. Go ahead, Carl. I thought about long. Come on. Shabbat, Majum, Barak.
How about Shem Shabbat? Yeah.
There you go. That's on Christ. Don't sweat it. Let it Tabalam get it.
How about Shem Shabbat? Yeah.
That's on Christ. Around this way. Take right here.
Yeah, Shem Shabbat.
Don't say it.
Shem Shabbat.
Don't say it. I'll take it. Take it down.
Howard. Hashem. Yahweh. Yeah.
is, Lord, watch over me and protect me. Saying, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless and protect. Right? That's what you're saying.
Thing on the side.
Come back up here to the top of I mean, slap the elephant. It's right back to you. Imagine one panya hakudam, which means stand and face the east. That only applies to us because we are the face of the east. Everybody else is standing, right? You still trying to get together, the light. You know what I'm saying? Get a chair, whatever you gotta do. Yeah. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamkat. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawar. Hayah. It's like Bashamayim. The thunder now. There, that one's incorrect. The thunder now. The come. Call your one. What's a lucky now? Come up what you know? Because a luck now. Come up what you know? Walla Tabaya now. On the side one. A ball. Have a shiny one. Mayan. Rakaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahatapa. It's like Wahatapa Pa'ara. It's like Wahatapa Ara. La'ewala. It's like La'ewala Lam. It's like La'ewala Lam Yum. The water among.
This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done in earth.
Thy will be done in earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And give us our debt.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into
And
temptation.
lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it. So be it.
This is Hakat, or the power in English. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Baba Kasha. The thunder now. Hakat. Lara Pa'ah. Kol Makala. Kol Madawa. Hakat. Latahor. Hamatazarayim. Hakat. Lahakwayam. Hamathim. Hakat. Aurakawa. Hatama Abba. Lagorisha. By Hashem Yahushua. The water.
This is the power of English.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahweh.
To cast them out in the name of Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. This is bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua. Barak Lenawa. Waya Sha'ala. Wahabaya. Sapariya. By Hashem Yahushua.
Bless Israel in Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Bless us in Israel.
Bless us and Israel.
And the school.
In
the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. The song goes to in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ma'aryam. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ay. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Ma'aratiza. Ayatan. Lamawa. Rekauka. Ayanawam. Shumarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayasan. Shawamor. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh, Tazalka, Alya, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Mashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayara, Balayala, Yahawa, Yashamarka, Makora, Yashamar, Atnapaska, Yahawa, Yashamar, Taza Atka, Wabawa Aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'aida Walam.
This is the English. Psalm 121. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel.
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Thank you, so be it. So thank you, so be it.
Psalms 83, the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adamaya, Lakar, Adakayash, wa all the Shakra, Alkaya Hana, Alkaya Hana, Awayabjaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Alamaka, Ya Awayamwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Ya Atazawa, Al Tazapawanka. It's like Al Tazapangyaka, Amorwa, Lakawa, Wanakakyada, Magauya, Wala Yazakar, Shamya Sa'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa, Atazawa, Lapa, Yakawa, Alyaka, Maria. It's like Yakaafwa, Ahoya, Alawam, Waya Shamai, Alayam, Mawa Abba, Wahagaria, Gabor, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalat, Palasha, and Mishabia, Tazawar, Gama Shawar, Alawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawai, Laban Yalawa, Laban Yalawa, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Ranakor, Kayashwan, Nada, Yamawa, Ka'ara, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakaza, it's like Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Call, Nasaya Kamwa, Ashur, Imorwa, Nayara Shah, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kakaldala, Kakwas, Lapanya, Rawakwa, Ka'ash, Ira, Ya'ira, Wa, Kala'awak, Valahat, Haharium, Kanyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Akwashwa, Shamkala, Yahawa, Yapashwa, Waya, Aholwa, Aikai, Waya, Kaporwa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Ya'aiwa, Kaya Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labatka, Ayawan, I call her, Aratiza.
Psalm 83 in English. Keep not thou silence.
Keep not thou silence,
O God.
O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still,
O God.
O God.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
For thy enemies make a tumult,
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
and they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said,
They have said, Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a
That
nation.
the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against
They are confederate against
the
thee.
tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Israelites
Of Moab.
of Moab
And the Hagarenes.
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Jabal
And Ammon.
and Ammon
And Amalek.
and Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur.
Assur
Also is joined with them.
also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
At the brook of Kisi.
at the brook of Kisan,
Which perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
And Zed.
and like Zaed,
And like Zed.
and like Zaed.
Yeah.
Yea,
All the princes of Zabah.
all the princes of Zabah,
And as Zamuna.
and as Zamuna,
Who said,
who said,
let us take ourselves the houses of God
let's take to ourselves the houses of God
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a will,
As the stubble before the wind.
as a stubble before the wind,
As the fire burneth they wood.
as the fire burneth the wood,
And as the flame setteth the mountains on
and as
fire.
the flames set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
And make them afraid with thy son.
and make them afraid with thy stone.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame,
That they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy
Oh
name.
Lord.
Oh Lord,
Let them be confounded.
let them be confounded
And troubled forever.
in trouble forever.
Yeah, let them be put to shame and
Yeah.
perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish,
That men may know that men may know that thou,
that men may know that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
whose name alone is
thou
Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth.
So be it.
So thank you, so be it. This is the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayakal.
Wa Alahain.
Wa Alahai.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matzah Mayah.
Alawat Yahan.
Alawat Yahah.
Ha Alawat.
Ha Alawat.
Ha Surrender.
Ha Saranyu.
Ha Kratazayanya.
Ha Kvatazayam.
Ha Kayayonya.
Ha Kavayomi.
Wa Ha Agwatya.
Wa Ha Awatli.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wa Hashim Yahusha.
Wa Hashem Yahusha.
The water.
In English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahusha.
And Yahusha.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angel.
And the angel.
Commander General Yahweh.
And in General
The
Yahan.
general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The troop.
The trooper.
And the sister.
And the sister.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you. So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth.
and all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evil,
Send evil,
and curses,
and curses,
and punishment,
and punishment,
and destruction
and
to
destruction
the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us, thy prophets,
to speak against us thy prophet.
the teachers,
The teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite
and
brothers,
the school.
and school.
Send evil,
Send evil,
and curses,
and
and
curses,
punishment,
and punishment,
and destruction
and destruction
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose
shake
the treasure
the treasure
of the rich of Israel
of the rich of Israel
that refuse to give to the school.
that refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches,
Force their riches,
send into thy sanctuary,
send thy slaves,
send evil,
send evil,
and curses,
and curses,
and punishment,
and punishment,
and destruction
and destruction
to the Edomites,
to the Edomites,
and the nation,
and the nation,
and the drug
and
dealers,
the drug
the
dealers,
court system,
court
the
system,
prison system,
prison
Planned
system,
Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogue,
Amalek
and
synagogue,
army,
and army,
the Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
like the church, the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
the Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan
the
Nation,
skinheads,
skinheads,
Oxycomatazes, the gay movement,
gay movement,
the lesbian
lesbian
movement, spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
the NASA space program,
NASA space program,
the Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
and the Marines, and Wall Street.
and Washington.
Open up the internet,
Open up the internet,
and the airwaves,
and the airwaves,
the cable access channel,
the cable access
and
channel,
the radio
and the
channel.
radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop us
that seek to stop us
and bring swift destruction
and bring swift
to
destruction
all the heathen
all the heathen
that stand in the way
standing in the way
or try to stop us
or try to stop us
from broadcasting your word
from broadcasting your word
throughout the planet
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
And let loose all the plagues.
Cause it to go to
Cause it to go to
and from
and from
through the earth,
through the earth.
and consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plagues
Let the plagues
shake thy house
shake the house
of the thief
of the thief
and the murder.
and the murder.
Let Yahweh shine.
And they shall
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucer
down with the flying saucer
and punish all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy
as we
word.
speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be known
by all
by all
that it is the angels
that is the angels
that have done
that have done
it. Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be
through
spread
the media
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them
Cause
to
them
shake
to shake
at thy coming
at thy coming.
in the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you
Thank you.
always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
This concludes the service. Let's go down. Christ. Men of Israel, let's get one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Adam Shabbat, Imajah, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat. Men of Israel, soft brothers and sisters. Men of Israel, Adam Shabbat, Imajah, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat. So, what our cousin, what she would do, yeah, your feet together, right hand over your left like this, and you would say Yahweh, Shamar, Alatha, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. There you go. Most high Christ. Clap it up. Service. It's time to be merry and feast. All right.